It is 4 minutes after the hour. Always good to have our friends from Fayetteville join us here on Daybreak. And this morning, Sha Eli Thornton and her son Eli Thornton join us today. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
And Eli, you up mighty early this morning, man.
Yes,
You
sir.
love getting up as early, don't you? I can tell by looking at you.
I'm a little bit of a morning person some mornings.
Yeah. So a big event coming up down at Farm Links Field a week from tomorrow. Good thing it's not tomorrow, right?
Oh, thank goodness, yes.
So, Shay, this is your idea. Tell us all about it.
So several months ago, the Fayetteville High School fishing team sat down, had a meeting. We needed to do a fundraiser, and we wanted to do something different. We wanted to do something that involved the community and something that would be a fun family event. And Eli's been playing with the Velcro Pygmies and kind of had some connections there. So I said, what if we do a concert? And so everybody was like, well, it sounds like a lot of work, but let's see what we can put together. So started working on it, reached out to the Velcro Pygmies. They was like, we'd love to do it. So it just kind of took off from there.
So, Eli, tell us about the Velcro Pygmies. Who is this?
So they're a band that's been around for quite some time. They're an 80s kind of rock, hair metal cover band, all the greats like, Guns N' Roses, Motley Crue, Poison, Def Leppard, all the, all of my favorite bands.
Kind of hard rock.
Hard
right?
rock,
Yeah,
yes, sir.
yeah,
So,
yeah. And you've got instruments in your home, including drums. I don't know if I can handle that or not.
yes, sir. I'm definitely the loud child.
How'd you get started playing?
So in 6th grade at Fayetteville, we had the choice to take music. And so I started picking up drums and really any instrument I could find around the house. And I always kind of just gravitated towards the guitar. And it was kind of more of, it was kind of just this thing like I've never seen before. And I wanted to try it. And so I picked it up. I got my first guitar was my grandfather's guitar, so my great-grandfather's guitar.
Oh, wow.
My Papa James's guitar, so I was able to, that was my first guitar, and I, played the strings off of it, forever, it was a perfect guitar for my first one, but I didn't know, it only took until getting with a teacher and learning the basics and learning the theory of the guitar where I really started picking it up. And about 8th or 9th grade, I'll say, I probably started getting to the where like I realized I should start playing with other musicians or groups. And so from that point on, it's kind of just been going up and up. And so of course, with the Pygmies and other groups I've played with, it's just, it hasn't stopped. It's been, an ongoing.
Chasing Shadows are going to be there too, right?
Chasing Shadows. Brandon Prince was actually his guitar
teacher.
instructor.
He's a good one.
He's
Yes,
a great
sir.
one. Love Brandon and Jayla. They have been super supportive from day one. So we're super excited to have them. And
Tell us all about what's going to be happening.
oh goodness, lots going on. So we're going to have concessions. We're going to have goodies for the kids. Glow sticks. We've got lots of light ups, glow sticks that we're going to sell, concessions. We've been very, very blessed with community support from multiple businesses that has given to help us put this on, so we can draw the crowd. We're kind of telling everybody we want people from 0 to 200 to be able to come out and enjoy the show because we're going to have a little bit for everybody.
So
all
this
ages.
is in support of the fishing team, right? This is the first one y'all put on.
It is. So the Fayetteville High School fishing team doing really well. We've actually had 2 of our senior fishing anglers sign for colleges. We had one to sign for UNA 2 weeks ago, and then we had one yesterday that signed with the University of Montevallo. So we're trying to support these kids and get their names out there. So super proud of them.
So it's going to be at Farm Links Field.
It's the Fayetteville High School football field, which is Farm Links Field. So it will be there. The gates will open to the public at 4. The show with Chasing Shadows will start at 5. You can buy tickets on gofan.co right now, but we will also be selling tickets at the gate that night.
Okay, and Eli, you're all about music. You're not a fisherman, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Not a huge fisherman, but I do enjoy being out there on the water sometimes.
Not like his brother.
Not
Not like his brother.
Are y'all competitive, you and your brother?
Sometimes. He's also, he plays drums sometimes, so, we like to, go up, to our music room and kind of just, we'll stay up there for hours, playing together. But other than that, we're probably the average older brother, younger brother kind of duo.
Yeah. So the Velcro Pygmies is going to be there along with Chasing Shadows, and tickets available at gofan.com. It's going to be at Farm Leaks Field. And, Fayetteville has always, Shay, been a community that stuck together. And when an event like this comes up, not only in the community of Fayetteville, but throughout Talladega County and southern Shelby County, people come.
Yes, absolutely. That's what we're hoping for. So we want, like I said, we want everybody from 0 to 200 to come out, enjoy the show. And absolutely, like I said, my goal was to have 24 sponsorships. And at last count, we had 33
That's not bad.
sponsorships. So it has been so overwhelming. And then helpers, I sent out a message and said, I've got to have help to execute this event. And I've had so many people sign up, say, I want to be involved. I want to help this. We want this to become an annual thing. Mm-hmm. We want this to be, I've got multiple vendors that's coming, local people that's doing, foods and, selling stuff that they make. So I'm hoping that it's a great community-wide event that everybody can enjoy, get something out of.
Eli, how you plug other kids into it that's your age?
Well, I think a lot of people now, I think the 80s music and especially the rock music is kind of coming back, online apps like TikTok and Instagram and, other social media platforms. The 80s music is really starting to kind of make a, kind of a bounce back. So anytime that, kids hear, this music online and then they hear the name of the bands and they, go and Google them, they're going to be interested in it. And so posting, getting the word out about the concert on social medias and stuff, that brings in, kids my age and, probably around the age group to where they can come and they can hear this music they're seeing online. And the Pygmies have a huge following when it comes to college campuses and stuff. They play all the time. So they have a big following when it comes to younger
So how
groups.
did you connect with the Pygmies?
So this time last year, I was in a class called Career Preparedness, and this is where we put on I think it's every other year, this class puts on a concert. Mm-hmm. And it just so happened that it was my class that was doing it. And the band, so we put it on through a Reach and Teach, a nonprofit organization out of UNA. And this is where they bring in a band and they teach kids how to set up the music, the equipment, the lights, stage.
There's a lot to it, isn't it?
Yeah, yes, sir. So a good bit to it. And so they brought in the Pygmies and they needed a student performer to play one song. So I think I was like the only one that auditioned for it. And so, I got it, she said, well, since you're the only one, and my teacher, Miss Terry, she said, since you're the only one, we'll just go ahead and let you have it. Well, the night that we were setting up, it was the same night as my athletic banquet. So I had to go in there and I was setting up and I was in a full dress shirt and khakis and, full, really professional dress. And, we were in there moving around big boxes and stuff. That was pretty fun. I know Cam likes that story. He thinks that's hilarious. But, and the day of the concert when we were setting up, I was only supposed to play one song. Mm-hmm. But the Pygmies came out after they took a break. They came back out and they said, hey, we would like for you to come out and, finish the rest of the show with us. So I wound up playing, I think, 4 or 5 songs at the end of their show with them. And that really hit it off. Like, I got all of their contacts. We stayed in touch. And that later, like a couple months later, when they did the Reach and Teach camp in North Alabama, I was up there for the camp, and the Pygmies played there. And at the end of that night, they came up to both of us and they said, "We're going to be in Gulf Shores in a couple weeks. Do you want to be down there with us?" And, you know, instantly, you know, I had to say yes, because, you know, that's just an honor to, you know, be able to play with these guys that's been doing this for so long. And, you know, I'll tell anybody this, and it's just from being, you know, it's either sitting in with the musicians or going in with a teacher. I love to be, you know, I don't want to be the best player in the room, because I want to sit and I want to learn. And that's the thing with me, is I'm a visual learner. I have to watch, you know, I have to watch Brandon play to learn something, because I have to see it. So being able to play with these guys that's been doing this for, you know, years, and being able to really learn their style of music and that, you know, the way they do things, the way that they cut songs and, you know, let the crowd sing and then go back into it. It's just, you know, it's a great experience.
Sha, Rock the Ville, how did that come into play here?
Well, we're a music family. Both my boys are musicians, and the fishing team, like I said, we just sat down one night and said, let's do a concert. What are we going to call it? Like, what are we going to do? And we were like, what? Because we always, Fayetteville, we've always shortened it to the Ville. So everybody kind of knows it as the Ville. So let's rock the Ville. That's kind of how it started. So,
wow.
Yeah.
And so we're excited about Chasing Shadows and Velcro Pygmies, and special guest Eli Thornton is going to be down in Fayetteville at Farm Links Field coming up a week from tomorrow. And Sha, how do people get tickets, and tell us more about the event? So
they can, there is an event page that's on Facebook. I also have been sharing it on my personal page on Facebook. So you can go, there's links there that you can go to gofan.co to get your tickets. There's 3 ticket options. There's a bleacher access option, which is $10. You can go on the field for $15. And then if you want to get real close, you can get the VIP tickets, which will get you front row. There'll be a VIP tent, and we're giving out like a little swag bag for those people. So we're super excited. We've put a lot of work, a lot of praying. Thank goodness this next Saturday and not this Saturday. I think the good Lord was watching over us. We've put a lot of work in. Like I said, we're going to have barbecue sandwiches, hot dogs, nachos, barbecue nachos. We're going to have bubble cheese is coming. They're going to make some drinks, coffees and teas. We've got Summer Thomas. She's going to be there making her sweets that are just phenomenal. Snow Biz is going to be there for the kids. And we've tried to make everything just reasonably cost effective for everybody, with like the glow sticks that I think there's nothing that's over like $3 or $4. We're doing like little rock temporary tattoos for the kids. So the fishing team itself, for people who think, well, why are you having a fundraiser for a fishing team? Well, it costs money. It's a lot of money. Yes, fishing is a lot of money. So how we work is we fundraise to where we can help our anglers and our captains out with gas for their boats, trucks, when they travel, because we have went to Eufaula, we're going to Pickwick, which is in North Alabama next weekend. We cover their hotel stays. So this money goes back to help the expense for the fishing team. Yeah, wow. So, Eli, I know you're excited about this event too, aren't you, buddy?
Yes, sir. I'm very excited about it. So.
Yeah, and it's all coming up a week from Saturday, and we appreciate both of you guys coming in this morning. And Mom, I applaud you. I don't know if I can handle drums in my house or not. all the things music related. It's very loud, so I apologize to all of my neighbors. Eli, what do you get? I mean, you know, you're playing with the Pygmies, but personally, how do you feel about this type of music, and who is your favorite group other than the Pygmies?
So if it's just a favorite group that I just consistently listen to, my favorite rock group would probably be Motley Crue. So that was the music all through middle school, was, in my headphones, outside, inside of school.
You make good grades?
Okay grades. I'm not gonna lie, okay grades. So, but when it comes to doing stuff like this, it's more than a passion for it. It's because most people have sports they can always go to. I mean, I play football, but that's not my sport. This is being able to get on stage and kind of be able to control the crowd just with a guitar. That's a pretty moving feeling. And the music too, being able to feel the music and lean back on it other than just hearing it is also very powerful. So
wow, thank you both for coming this morning. Sha Thornton, her son Eli Thornton, Fayetteville High School fishing team putting on their first Rock The Ville Saturday, a week from tomorrow at Farm Links Field. And once again, tell them how to get tickets.
So gofan.co, or tickets will be sold at the gate the night of the concert. The gates open at 4 to the public, and everything starts at 5.
All right, we've got much more to do on Daybreak Live after you watch this.